welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. And it's Chamber Chat time. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
How was Labor Day?
It was good.
Did you labor?
Kevin labored. I only labored a little. Kevin labored a lot.
He did?
Yes.
Oh, man. I got to fix this mouse thing. When I do this through the remote thing, sometimes my clicks turn into double clicks. And I don't want double clicks. I just want, one click.
Single.
A single click. But it's going into that box right there, and then it goes through that blue cable there, and then it goes into another box, and then it goes into the actual computer. And so I guess I should be thankful that it's doing this.
We're here?
Oh, my gosh. Friday night was weird. I went to Bollema, going to Deming this week. And because we had the football game. Mm-hmm. So I was going to leave at noon. I was going to get off the air at 10, get everything put into the computer, get the computer equipment all loaded up, leave at noon, get there plenty of time, get it all set up. And Andy was having some issues rendering and uploading the video clips. There were a few other things that happened. I had this brilliant idea to have the band kids come in, so I had to record that segment, get that, and I'm still downloading files at 12:45.
Oh, yeah. So you're not gone.
I wasn't gone till like 1:10. And my goal was to get to Berlin before 5. So that by 5 o'clock, 1 hour before showtime, I'm in the booth setting up.
How long is that drive?
I was there, I left here at 1:10 and I got there at 10 to 5.
Oh.
But I'm not going to comment on any...
How much lead was in your shoe?
Exactly. I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay. Nobody saw it. It didn't happen.
That's right. And the most upsetting thing about that is I had 3 routes. The computer told me, here's 3 routes. 2 were about the same length. 1 was shorter. And I got distracted on a phone call and didn't take the shorter one.
Ooh.
So I took one of the ones that took longer. So that made, now I'm not going to get there by 5 o'clock. And I had to drive right past the Owl Bar in San Antonio. Couldn't stop. Get a green chili cheeseburger, which I could have used because I decided to stay overnight instead of trying to drive back. And I wound up at a hotel in Los Lunas. And I'm glad I stayed where I did because when I got up the next morning, there was like ambulance and 3 cop cars at another hotel that I could have stayed at.
Oh, well.
Oh, no.
And so I didn't have to.
That's fun.
But I picked the one I did because they said, free breakfast. So I go down Saturday morning for the breakfast, and guess what's there?
Nothing.
Nothing. And I said, what happened to your free breakfast? They said, well, COVID.
Well,
then you better take it off of your stupid thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Or at least comp you for a restaurant down the road or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, COVID, not doing breakfast. We have coffee. I said, well, that's not what I ordered. So, but the night before when I went looking for something to eat after the game, there was a Del Taco. And I thought, well, I've never had Del Taco before. I'll try Del Taco. Doors are locked. You got to go through the drive-through, lines out to the highway.
So did you give up?
Then I went, there was a sandwich shop. What's it called? Not Jack's.
Jimmy John's?
No, it's a different name.
Jack in the Box?
No.
And it's sandwiches?
Yeah.
Which?
No, one of those. Anyway,
Squashkies?
they were all closed, lights out, everything like that. So I finally wound up going through another fast food place that didn't have a long line. And then the guy couldn't hear me in the box.
Sounds like you had a great start to your weekend.
It was.
But the game was good.
The game was good, yeah. So then Saturday morning, I go to a different coffee place to get coffee and a sandwich. And because they're closed starting today for a month for remodeling, they didn't have half their menu items.
Oh.
You know how to pick them, Gene. My goodness. I'm sorry.
Then I get back to Artesia, go to do the soccer game, and they want me to be the public address announcer. And I'm slightly mispronounced the name of one of our players. So they sent a coach up to correct me. I'm like, great. Of all the players to mess up, I couldn't mess up theirs. I had to mess up one of ours. So I'm sure I won't be asked back to do that again.
Sounds like a fun weekend.
Yeah.
What'd you do yesterday?
I work down here. There's things that have not been done for a long time that I can't get anybody else to do. So I spent about 4 hours working on those yesterday myself. And then I did some trial tests, and it's not working right. So I've got to call tech support this morning. So I always hate that. I'll tell you what it was. I was working on public service announcements. And the Ad Council has a whole bunch of different campaigns. And there were a couple of campaigns that I did not include, like the diversity and inclusion campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Will not be airing on this radio station.
Yeah.
You can pick?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I said no to that one. Thanks, but no thanks. We're all inclusive here. We're already inclusive. We don't need to be told how to be inclusive here. So we're good to go. How was your weekend? What'd you guys do?
I just kind of hid out, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did stuff around the house and got some sleep and...
Didn't go to a college football game?
No. I am going to go to a college football game this year, though. I'm pretty excited.
Okay. Well, I have, if you want to go to Eastern...
You have tickets.
I have tickets.
Is that when Cannon's going to do the...
That's this weekend, yeah. That's this Saturday.
Oh.
Adams State. They're going to do a flyover from Cannon
I've been
Air Force
there.
Base.
To Adams State, yeah.
Where's Adams State?
It's in Alamosa. I can't remember if it's Colorado or New Mexico.
It's Colorado.
Okay.
Isn't it almost in Colorado?
I think so.
It's like just over the border, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we went there for a youth retreat
Mm-hmm.
one summer whenever there were not any students. And I was in high school, and I still have the sweatshirt that I bought in the gift shop.
There you go.
I was so excited to buy this sweatshirt. My mom was so mad at me because I spent $45 on a sweater.
Oh, no.
But here I am, age whatever, and I still have this sweatshirt. It's still in great shape.
Do you wear it?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I like it because it's not a hoodie,
Okay.
so it doesn't have all the...
Stuff where people can
Yeah.
throw their trash or anything.
Well, and if your hair's down, it's hard to... Hoodies are different with hair down. Anyway,
Okay.
it was hot, and we thought, oh, it's going to be nice and cool. Their dorm rooms at the time did not have AC.
Mm-hmm.
So, because they didn't have students in the summer normally, you
Right.
know, so it was no big deal. Well, we get there, and it is scorching hot. And we're like, everybody loaded up, every single person. We went and bought all these fans for the dorm rooms. It was so hot.
Yeah.
That's all I really remember.
And you bought a sweatshirt
And I bought sweatshirt. Well,
in the middle of the heat wave.
not to wear it then,
Not to wear it then.
but I just really liked it.
Well, that's who Eastern plays
Cool.
Saturday evening. And, they're doing a tribute 9/11 memorial thing, and they're going to have a flyover from Cannon
That's
Air Force
awesome.
Base. So that'll be
That
kind of
is
cool.
very cool. Yeah, it's really neat.
That'll be kind of cool. So that may be I wonder if they'll do the chant, the Joe Biden chant at Eastern.
Was that real? I saw a headline.
I saw
about
some
that.
clips,
Really?
but I don't know if it was a widespread thing through the whole stadium or just a group of
Yeah.
campus Republicans.
And they said that that was happening across the country.
yeah.
I forgot. Kaylin went to a football game on Friday. I forgot to ask. Well, I didn't think to ask him if that was a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
He didn't mention it.
Yeah. So, it may have just been some isolated pockets, but it was interesting to see.
The fact that any college student is yeah.
Yes.
Kind of shocking. That it's even a little thing there on college
I
campuses.
missed it. I don't know what's happening.
I'll
But
tell you on the break.
okay. Can't
Yeah,
say it
we
on-
can't say it on this radio station
Okay.
on the public airwaves. We can say it on the internet, but we can't say it on the public airwaves.
Isn't his name Walter on this radio station?
We have
Just
used
kidding.
that.
Yeah.
We have used that.
So this weekend, though, if you can't go to the game,
Mm-hmm.
it's the 9/11 Golf Memorial Tournament
Right.
right here in Artesia.
Mhm.
And this one's really fun. They do a golf ball drop, which I've only seen once, but
Okay.
it's really fun. They get they sell little golf balls with a number on it, and you get your number, and you try to remember your number. And then they take all the golf balls after they're sold. They take them up in a helicopter, and they drop them down on the course, and whichever one goes in the hole wins the prize. Money, I think. It's really cool.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but it sounds like fun.
It is fun.
And I hear you talking about it on the radio.
Yeah, it does sound interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
because
a
they
little tiny bit dangerous.
right.
Well, I don't think they drop it where there's people. It's over one
know?
green.
Right.
Like, don't those things like bounce all over the place and everything? I mean, what if some person pops out from under a tree? I guess EMTs
I think they tell
and their,
people-
like,
yeah.
life
They're
flight
covered.
People, so.
They're
I
taken
was
care
gonna
of.
say it is the life flight helicopter, so they could
Just
take
drop
them
down, pick them up.
The only thing I remember that's anything close to that was the old WKRP in Cincinnati, and they did the turkey drop.
Oh,
And they dropped live turkeys from the helicopter.
What? Who
And-
thought of that idea?
Well, it was based on something that had really happened at a real radio station somewhere. And one of the funniest lines in sitcom TV is when the boss comes in afterwards and says, "As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly." He thought they were going to throw the live turkeys out
And they were
would
gonna fly.
fly down to the ground, and then
Oh.
people would take the live turkeys.
They didn't.
No, they dropped like sacks of wet cement, according to the newsman.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Sacks of wet cement.
so I think about that every time I hear about the ball drop. I think about the Turkeys Away episode of WKRP. So I hope it doesn't become a disaster.
it will never
No.
become a disaster. It will be
They're-
fine. They know what they're doing over there.
Yeah.
And it's before everybody tees off, so everyone's up by the clubhouse. They take the bucket of balls over to the helicopter, and it's way out, past the parking lot.
Mhm.
And then
That's kind of a
it's cool.
cool thing.
Yeah, I think it's way cool.
I've seen it once, and it's really fun.
All right. So that's this weekend.
It's this weekend.
So if people want to sign up for that golf tournament, they should.
They should, and I think they can either call the clubhouse and call Juan
Or Debbie.
or Debbie Brazos at the fire department, and
Yep.
she'll get you all signed up.
And they do good things.
Okay.
They do.
That organization or the fundraising effort goes to the 9/11 Memorial Foundation, and they do good stuff.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They do. They support firefighters and other families of firefighters and folks.
And this is the 20th anniversary.
I know.
I can't believe it. 20 years ago.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yeah.
go play golf this weekend, people.
And help out a really, really good cause.
Yes.
Earlier, I read some stories that a couple were true, a couple were not.
Ooh, do we get to pick?
Oh, I was listening to those on the radio.
Oh, Hayley
I
already
think
knows.
all but like one of them, maybe
Right.
even all of them. I don't know.
No, two of them were real stories.
Two of them are true. Okay, two of them are true, and two of them are sort of related. One's true and one's not. Right? I know which ones are true.
Okay. Well, see if this one is true.
Okay.
Joe Rogan, I'm doing better, but I'm still a little hoarse.
Yes.
Austin, Texas, podcaster Joe Rogan has announced he's feeling better, but is still going around with a long face and is feeling a little hoarse after recovering from his illness with a concoction of drugs prescribed by a doctor. "Yeah, I'm still a little long in the face and I'm feeling a little hoarse," said Rogan. "I'm just about ready to get back in the saddle, though. We're going to hit things hard when I come back at a full gallop. The main thing is we're going to ride this thing out and trot out our new stable of guests real soon. Feels like I'm on the tail end of this thing, and we can see the finish line now. We're on the home stretch, and we whipped this thing pretty good." Rogan added that he was going to have to pony up a little extra pay for his treatment this month, but it shouldn't be a problem, as Spotify bet a lot of bucks on him as their winning horse.
Kate, did he really say all that? Because it sounds like something Joe Rogan would do, but he was sick.
He did have COVID.
He did
yes.
have COVID.
But what?
The ivermectin.
There you go.
I know. He turned
was
into
gonna
a horse.
say-
I know. I thought that was hilarious.
Is this about the ivermectin
Yes.
horse stuff?
So this is from the Babylon Bee,
Yeah.
and everything in there.
Was mane
Horse
and
related
horse and
Yes.
pony up and yeah.
Yeah.
But you read another story about Joe Rogan that was actually true, right?
No, both were fake stories.
Oh, okay.
Fake news.
But both were
But
folk
he
stories.
did make the news just because he had COVID.
That's right.
Like
What?
people thought he deserved it.
The bee is great. Just because, the ivermectin thing, this is a Babylon Bee story.
Oh yeah. Okay. Babylon Bees.
Pfizer releases brand new, never before seen drug, Fivermectin.
Yeah, no.
I love the bee.
Yeah, they do good stuff.
According to Pfizer CEO Hans Pfizer,
Hans.
Thank you. It's important to understand this drug is nothing like ivermectin, even though ivermectin rhymes with ivermectin, and it's pretty much does the exact same thing. Everyone knows ivermectin is a widely discredited horse drug. Ours is not. Very important distinction here.
Oh my goodness.
Experts say taking 2 doses of ivermectin every day at the first sign of COVID symptoms could lessen the severity and duration of the infection. Ivermectin will do the same thing, except it may also turn you into a horse and make everyone laugh at you. Not good.
I was telling them on Friday I saw a little cartoon of a horse sticking its head out of like the street, like they don't have them anymore, but like, you know,
The manhole?
The manhole under the
Yeah.
street, yeah.
There's a few around here.
And it said, "Hey kids, do you want some ivermectin?" There's like kids standing there, kind of like an it thing.
A Pfizer spokesman confirmed their drug will be about 30,000% more expensive than ivermectin. Don't
30.
worry about the cost, said the spokesman. The government will cover. Besides, that's a small price to pay to not turn into a horse.
Oh my gosh. That's a real story, right?
So, and that's apparently the controversy over Joe Rogan, is that he, amongst the things that he took
ivermectin.
And he got over it, and he's, going back to work. So
There are lots of stories about ivermectin.
I have
Yes,
talked
they're
to
not all
people
bad.
who said that they, they're in the ranching and horse business, and they thought they were having symptoms, and they just went and grabbed some ivermectin. I said, well, you did do the right dose. I mean, it's like the stuff you get at stores for, But anyway, we're not giving out medical advice on this show, right?
We are
No.
not.
You'll have to have the AGH people on for that, or
Dr. Young.
Kirk Irby, or
Probably,
Dr. Young, yeah.
Yeah, get Dr. Young on. I sent him that
Dr.
story, by the way,
Simons.
about Joe Rogan. He thought that was kind of funny. Let's see, what else is going on? Did we want to talk about? You mentioned the 9/11 golf tournament. What else do you have? Do we have
Well,
anything else?
the biggest thing is the weekend of the 18th.
Oh, yeah. You guys
And
are doing a...
There's a lot going on that weekend,
Yes.
actually.
Hey, by the way, one other reminder that's this week. The Back to School Bash at Faith Baptist Church has been rescheduled.
That's right.
That
It's
is happening.
Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow at
Or
5.
tomorrow. Is tomorrow Wednesday?
Tomorrow's Wednesday. 5
Tomorrow's
o'clock,
Wednesday. It's tomorrow, Wednesday. So just want to throw that out
which
there.
is a really cool event.
So,
Yeah, it rained out the first time.
yeah.
Now they get to have their jumpers and all their fun stuff and
And they only get the trailer for the day.
Walk for
Right.
Life.
Walk for Life
That's
is
this
also
weekend.
this Saturday. Yeah, that's
First,
right.
I've heard of it.
You've heard of that. Pregnancy Help Center of Artesia, Walk for Life, Saturday. Registration and T-shirt pickup begins at 8:30. They're going to meet at the corner of Roselawn and Mahone.
Can I take a
Okay.
picture of that?
You sure can.
Thank you, sir.
So, okay. So now next week, you want to talk about the Clay's Crusher.
We have our Clays Crusher next weekend, the 18th. It's not too late to sign up. You can sign up as an individual. You can throw a team in. Your company can sponsor. You don't have to have a team to shoot. Some shoots you have to do that, but this one you don't. So it's a ton of fun. You'll get food. You'll get to shoot. You can shoot in the morning or the afternoon, but hurry. Morning is
Filling up.
filling up really quickly. And we have lots of great prizes. And this is our 13th year.
Okay.
So
Lucky.
it's your year to be lucky.
Yeah.
You just never know.
We
I've
have
heard-
some fun, lucky prizes. Some fun, lucky surprises, I
Okay.
should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
Including
doing-
a
we're doing
case
a
of
few things.
ivermectin? No, I'm just kidding. That'd be funny as a
It's getting
prize.
harder and harder to find,
I
actually.
know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like toilet paper was last year.
Yes.
Yeah, if you Google it on Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
search for it on Amazon, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Do they allow you to buy it? I'm surprised.
Yeah, Amazon has it.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting off topic there.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. That's
but
my
yes, this weekend, or 2 weekends.
So you needed people
Saturday.
to sign up. So did you say the morning flight is
It's not quite full, but it's really close.
Really
so if you
close?
do want to shoot in the morning, come on out.
We have room.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
we'll have lunch starting at whatever 11:30 or something like that. So morning rotation will shoot and then have lunch, and then afternoon rotation can come in, have lunch, and then go shoot.
okay?
Yeah,
Now is that the same weekend as the People's Choice?
yeah.
Green
So there's a
chili
lot going
competition?
on. So after you shoot, you can head over to Hotel Artesia and go to the green chili
Cook-off.
cook-off.
Round 2.
Round 2. Hopefully they're
Round
getting
2.
some teams to sign up. I know they've had a few. The biggest difference between this and some other competitions is you do have to get a food permit since the people will be choosing and voting. So, but I don't think it takes too long to get that approved.
It's not difficult. It probably sounds more intimidating than it really is. You just basically fill out a form. You can fax it or email it over to the Environment Department in Carlsbad, and they'll review it and sign off on it and mail you a temporary food permit back. It's really not. It's not too much of a.
There's like a video you have to watch or something like that.
I don't know.
I've got a little. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Okay, so number 1, register with Hotel Artesia. Joy is the one taking the registrations.
Okay.
Number 2, we've got a form, and it's just a link. You fill it out, and like she said, fax it or email it over to Carlsbad. Number 3 is, I think, the video portion of it. You have to get like a. So one is like the food. So you could serve to the public. The other is like a safety food handlers thing.
Oh, okay.
And there's
Yeah,
like 2.
that's
Yeah.
right.
And then the fourth thing is make your favorite green chili thing and come on out and serve it to the public.
The
and
food
see if you win.
handlers isn't too big of a deal. I mean,
No.
you do watch this little video and answer. You have to pay attention because
Okay.
you have to do little tests at the end of each. If it's the one that I've done before, you have to do little quizzes at the end of each section, and
Okay.
it's not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
No, you just have to pay attention.
Okay. And it starts at noon to 6. And they've got entertainment, JD and the Badlands Band, which I hear is a pretty good band.
They are, and so you still have time, whether you shoot in the morning and then head over there for the whole afternoon, or even if you shoot in the afternoon, you could still make it over there
Okay.
afterward
Oh, yeah.
and try out some green chili
Green
dishes.
chili
Okay.
and listen
Yeah.
to the music.
Yeah.
And then, but unlike like I said, other competitions, you actually get to taste the food that the competitors,
You'll get to taste the food, yeah.
and then you get to vote on which ones. Now, it says it's the second round. Was the first round like 2 years ago
It
before
was.
COVID?
Yes. It was.
Well, they had it a couple years out at whenever it was the brewery or the the Cottonwood. They had it out there, and so the winners of that, whenever that place shut down, decided they wanted to keep it going. And so that was Leah Boone and Nancy Dunn, and they did it Leah did it in 2019, and now Leah and Nancy are joining up with Joy this year to bring it back for round 2.
Okay.
So
That's good.
pretty fun.
It is. It sounds fantastic. So
Don't these people know you're on the air, Gene?
Well, they may not. That may be the
car warranty people.
no. I how do I say this? I had scheduled a service call for our internet at the church in Carlsbad.
Oh.
And I specifically said, here is your contact at the church. Here is her name. Here is her phone number. Will you please communicate with her? Because she is there at the church and can let you in so you can do what you need to do. And they said, okay, we made a note of it. Confirm the name, confirm the phone number. Guess who they've been calling and texting?
You.
Me. Even though we specifically had instructions to not call me because I am not there, but to call this person because they are there.
Yeah. We
So
got a lot
that's
of
what's
that for
going
Red
on.
Dirt Black Gold. We had a lot of people calling us
Yeah.
for specifically like the food truck people, you know, turning in their registrations. And I haven't heard back from Red Dirt Black Gold people. What do I do? And I'm like, here's their number, here's their name.
Yeah. Well, you are
then
the chamber because you guys get a lot of questions.
We
about
do.
things
We get a lot of
all the
funny
time.
questions. Yeah, we do.
Some funny questions as well as just.
You know, I'm thankful Carlsbad Caverns. We haven't gotten that in a while
Yeah, I
now.
wonder what happened.
They must have gotten their phone number finally changed or fixed or
Yeah,
something.
we got a lot of calls, people thinking they were calling Carlsbad Caverns. Well, and they were.
Yeah.
Actually,
They were.
They were calling a number. Well, they would Google it and then just click the number and
And it
to
would say
call,
call.
directly, you know. And,
And it was
would end
winding up over
It
here.
would end up at the chamber.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was always a nice opportunity to tell people to just stay with us while they were visiting.
That's right.
You know, it's really not that far from Artesia. And we have great restaurants and this and this and this. And come
That's
see our
what you
statues.
do, right?
Yeah.
and-
That's what you do. You put the chamber pitch on.
Yes.
Try to do that, but they finally fixed it, I guess.
I guess we haven't gotten any in a
Yeah.
while. We got several, not just the caverns, but the caverns was the most
Recent.
prominent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 18th also has the Yucca Blossom Trade Days. That is coming up as
I
well.
didn't see the flyer in here, and I apologize because I know I have a copy of the flyer, but that's a 2-day event.
It is a 2-day. So we're thinking this is how you could just come and figure out your weekend.
Okay.
So you come, do the morning shoot, hit all 70 targets. Just kidding. And then go over to Hotel Artesia, hang out for the afternoon, have some great green chili. Maybe even stay there if you can't drive.
Right.
Because, they have a bar. And then the next day on Sunday, head out to the fairgrounds. I think it's open 12 to 6 on Sunday or 10 to 6 on
10,
Sunday.
I think it's 10. Yeah.
And they've got all booth vendors, like it's completely jam packed in there. And then she's even got some outside stuff going on. I think she's got like a bull riding,
The axe throwing seems interesting.
yes, and all kinds of fun stuff.
I think it'll be a fun day.
Yeah.
That's actually a whole fun weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In Artesia.
All in Artesia. There's just a ton going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a busy weekend.
Yeah.
And I think the football team is home.
No.
They're not.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. This weekend is Deming, and then the next weekend they are home.
Yeah, they
can't
are
remember who it
the
is, though.
17th. They are playing the Rio Rancho, the Cleveland team from Rio Rancho, the Cleveland Storm
Storm.
from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. So yeah, they're in town. So the football team is in town
So come Friday
on
night.
Friday night. Yeah.
Do the shoot Saturday morning. Do hotel Saturday
Yeah,
afternoon.
there's so much to do
yeah.
in Artesia. Like Cleveland people, you need to just come down here, watch your game, and then
Stay
stay and do some other fun stuff.
before you go back
Uh-huh.
to, the big city there
Yeah.
where they have all the. I was going to say where they have all the COVID, but that wouldn't be quite. That wouldn't be much different. You could have it sponsored by ivermectin,
Yeah, right. That's what we should do.
free samples, and all that kind of stuff. But that is a good weekend. So, if you know anybody up in the Cleveland area, invite them to
Yeah.
come down and stay in Artesia that night, and then hang out on all the stuff. They're doing a couple of raffles with the Yucca Blossom, and I think, if I remember this correctly, at around 2:00, which would be during the pregame of the Cowboys game, Sean's going to do the drawing live on 92.9.
Oh, cool.
So if you've
On Sunday?
on Sunday, so if you
Cool.
bought your tickets and are wanting to see if you
Yeah.
win the raffle,
I know. I think they've got cornhole boards, a smoker,
a lot of neat
a couple
things.
other things like a really name brand purse. I can't remember if it's Michael Kors but it's really cute.
I saw somebody take
Stuff for the guys, stuff for the girls.
Coors beer cans and made a purse out of it. Would that be a Coors?
No.
No.
I think that's Kurz.
Yeah. Cheers.
So not. It's not that kind of. Okay.
Michael Kors with a K.
With a K.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I don't know about these things. Sorry.
And 1-0.
Yeah. I had a friend, her little girl was Mary Kate.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom was like, man, I just signed up for a lifetime of Michael Kors name brand stuff because it's MK. Everyone called her MK, the little girl. Well, Michael Kors, the brand, it just has M and a K on it. And so
Okay.
she's like, Mommy, can I have that? She's all, no, you're not old enough for that yet.
You can't even use that logo.
Right.
So you got to come
Yeah.
up with your own, or you'll get sued by some folks. That'd be a bad thing. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on.
There is
that
actually.
particular weekend.
There's always plenty to do. I mean, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We always hear that there's not much to do, but there is. And next weekend is a perfect example. Well, even this weekend.
Yeah.
This weekend
Yeah.
with the golf tournament.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that is interesting is that if they're going to have the axe throwing out at the Yucca trade days,
Mm-hmm.
and you've got the clay
Clay.
crusher shooting,
Man, everyone's
You can
going to go
be
home stress-free.
shooting guns and
You just-
throwing axes,
Yeah.
Burn it off. Burn off that
Yeah.
stress.
Everyone's
Get it
gonna-
out safely
Yes.
with axes and shotguns. There's a safe way to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we're going to throw some
Yeah,
green
we're gonna drop
chili on
golf
top
balls.
of that.
We can, yeah.
Well, that's this
Eat
weekend.
hot food. I know, but there's just between the 2 weekends. But this
Yeah.
whole fall, you can just.
Well, have you ever reassessed your green chili situation? Because you've said this before. You're not the
I'm
biggest
not
fan
a
of green
big
chili.
fan, and I do eat it from time to time in certain situations.
So, like when we did the taste test over at the chamber, did you sample any of those items?
I sampled the ice cream sandwich, which was actually really good. Now, sweet changes everything in my life. So if it's sweet, I can deal with it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I would highly recommend the green chili ice cream,
cream.
sandwich with the green chili chocolate cookies, but I would probably still go back to personally, I would still go back to my mint chocolate chip or whatever.
Right.
But it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought. I think that's the only thing I had a sip of that.
The Bloody Mary.
The Bloody Mary,
Yeah.
which was really spicy. But Bloody Marys, again, that's kind of an exception to the rule.
Right. Right.
Just because it's always spicy anyway. If you
Well, the ice cream and the
right.
cookies came from Kith and Kin. I hadn't been in there in a while to see if they still have that.
Yeah, I don't
For a
know.
little while, they had the ice cream. They still had it.
and
it
I'm
looks-
not sure if they are still making it or not. I'll have to take a peek next time I go in.
Yeah.
I try
Surely.
to look the other way when I walk by the ice cream counter because
I know.
ice cream is one of my weaknesses.
They have some good flavors over there.
Yeah,
We're
but
thinking about doing a. She's a team player when it comes to this green chili thing. Though.
yeah, I'll do
She-
anything for the community.
There you go.
We're thinking about getting our favorite green chili dishes and showing those out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where they're from, where people can buy it, if it's hot, if it's not.
Mm-hmm. I do need to play this break.
Oh,
right
yeah.
here. Can I do that?
Do it,
real
sure.
quick? Okay. We'll be back in just a minute on the Good Morning Artesia radio show, folks. Don't go away.